Hello, hello, welcome back to Spiritual Warrior, and I am here doing the 12 zodiac sign readings for the month of June 2021. This will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio, yes, I did say that. This will be a general read. It's not going to fit with everybody, so take what fits your situation, leave what doesn't. Don't get hung up on the gender of the cards because we all have male and female energy within us. And these readings aren't set in stone, just so you guys know. We all have free will, so if you don't like the outcome, you can take certain actions to change it. If you do, make sure you're, staying on track to bring that to fruition. Also, sometimes I share my opinion on here if I think it'll help the message. And you see, I'm in a new space. I'm traveling. So for the next couple months, you'll probably be seeing my readings in different spots. I feel like there was something else that I needed to say. Yeah, I'm going to start doing extendeds next month. I was going to try to do it this month, but I just had so much going on. It was a little hectic to try to change everything up. So let's get into it for you. Scorpio, as I was meditating, connecting to the energy for you guys, I immediately saw the scorpion turn into the eagle. I mean, if you guys don't know this, Scorpio is the only sign that is represented by 3 different symbols, because you are the sign of transformation and like death, which, it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just like the death and rebirth cycle, transformation. You guys are that's the sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio is a scorpion. It's represented by a scorpion, eagle, and then the phoenix, that transformation, like rising up. So what I saw immediately as the Scorpio came down, turned into the eagle, and then the eagle was flying, and I just kept seeing the eagle like it was flying really, really high above everything and just kind of like looking around, and then narrowed in on something, dove all the way down to the water, and then came back up, and then I heard rising higher than you ever were before. And so I don't know, that's really exciting. Maybe that's only for a couple of you, but it feels like, that feels really exciting to me. Almost like you guys are going to like start surprising yourselves. So let's see what we have for you. Spirit, please give me one card for Scorpio in the month of June 2021. Card for Scorpio, June 2021, please, Spirit. So, as I see this 5 of fire at the bottom, and I don't always go into this for the bottom cards of this, but it feels like you guys are in competition with your old selves. There's no need to be in competition with anybody outside of you except the person who you were yesterday. And if this doesn't, this could be in competition, like in rivalry with somebody around you. So maybe some of you are dealing with somebody in your vicinity that keeps kind of pulling you off your game. Just remember to just let those connections go and to not let that pull on your ego strings. We always say, pull on my heartstrings. Don't let this person pull on your ego strings and bring that out of you, Be yourself. Let the only competition that you're in with anybody be the person that you were yesterday and only trying to be better than you were. Okay, so the card that actually we have for you is the 9 of Fire. It's another fire sign for you guys. Or fire card, excuse me. And I know the glare is like terrible with my computer, with the light, my computer screen. So the 9 of Fire, this is all about doing what you love because you love to do it and really like honing in on that. And this is like the attainment of ease, like everything becoming so much easier because you're doing what you love and like what's truly at your heart. there's something that wants to be said. So let's check it out. So attainment, fruition, make sure that's not glaring on you guys. Attainment, fruition, inspiration, creation, ease, simplicity, detachment, and restrictions. So the phrases are move through life with confidence, a time of fruition and attainment. Knowledge and experience brings ease. Do not seek praise or affirmation. Give your best every time. Once you have finished, move on. Simplify your life and remove obstructions and restrictions. So the nine of fire symbolizes attainment and the ease that comes with knowing what to do with the knowledge and practical skills earned through study, hard work, and dedication. It symbolizes fruition and putting knowledge and learning into practice. It's about having found and putting to use mental and physical processes that work for you. The process used is executed with ease, and as a result, you create or fulfill your role with the same ease. Okay. So when you are confident and have attained a certain level of knowledge and skill, you begin to move through life with more ease. So that's kind of like I keep seeing in my head what I was seeing in my meditation, the way that the eagle was flying so high and was just looking around, like, what's my next move? And then honed in on something and just went and then got it and like rose up so fast. So it's like, what have you been learning lately that's going to help propel you forward and bring more ease to your life? It just feels like you guys have gone through something that's really taught you a lot. And if you're still in the pain of anything that's happening, try to zoom out the bigger picture and see what it's trying to teach you. But because once you do that, that's when that ease comes in from knowledge and attaining the knowledge and really learning what it was that was showing, what was being shown to you. That's how you move forward in the best way, in my opinion. So let's see what we have for you for the Celtic Cross spread reading, Scorpio. Please give me a message for Scorpio. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Devil. So clearly there's something in your guys' vicinity still that's like keeps dragging you back, keeps pulling you. It doesn't feel like you're past it. It feels like you're in the middle of it and you're like realizing it right now, like that knowledge that's coming in to help you move forward with ease. It's almost like being like fed up, like, okay, like what do I need to learn so that I can move past this? Because this is getting old, is kind of what I'm feeling there. So we have you at the center of the reading. That's the first card. This card represents you. We have the Two of Swords. Are you not being able to make a decision about something, Scorpio? Because this card is about being at a standstill or at a crossroads and like not being able to make a decision because you don't have all the information, or you're like not seeing everything clearly, you know. Really feel into your heart, really see things, like take your rose-colored glasses off, I guess, is like what I'm hearing. I feel like, like honestly, this is just they're guiding me to give you the message this way. You know what it is. you know what decision you want to make. At this point, you're kind of, you know what's holding you back, and you're choosing to like hold on to it still. And I'm really sorry if that's sorry to hear for some of you, or hard to hear for some of you, because it's just the way that I'm being guided to give the message, almost like a tough love. Like, come on, like, I'm not going to say it. Crap or get off the pot, basically. I'm sure many of you have heard that saying, but in this card, the swans are like, open your heart and feel, and then the other swan with the flowers saying, open your eyes and see the beauty, and like, you know what I mean? So this is like your heart is closed off and you're not seeing correctly. The crossing, okay, placed sideways indicates the conflict. We have the Queen of Cups. You guys are like really into your emotions about something. Maybe this is a person coming in and they're kind of messing with they're like manipulating your emotions a little bit, but it just feels like, because the Queen of Cups is very loving, very emotional, very intuitive, but like the downside of that is like you can be over emotional if you don't rein it in a little bit, if you can't keep it under control. But honestly, what I'm feeling is this is somebody that comes in and just messes your stuff all up, messes with your emotions. Okay. I mean, if it's not somebody, it's just your emotions are what is kind of getting in the way of like making this decision, maybe. The next card out is the Foundation, illustrating the basis or foundation of the situation. I just heard don't get caught in another cycle, Scorpio. We have the Wheel of Fortune. This is really good. This is just kind of like things are trying to change for you. Things are trying to move into a good direction for you. And it just feels like things are supposed to be changing. You know, divine timing is at play, trying to shift you and move things. And we did just have the eclipses, which does that. Eclipses tend to get us back on track if we're off track, or, you know, if we're on track, they really help to propel us forward and move like really far ahead in our timeline. Yeah, it just feels like, you know, like I said, the first thing I heard was like, don't get caught in another cycle. Don't let whatever this is or whoever it is trap you in another karmic cycle that you have to repeat to learn the lesson. Okay? All right. So next card out we have is the Past, showing the influences from the past that are affecting the present situation. So seems like this was like a relationship, or like a home situation, somebody you shared a home with maybe, because this is a Four of Wands, and in this deck this is about like an appointment and like an achievement has, you've reached an achievement and spring has come and all of this stuff, but you really need to keep that energy up and keep going to make it last. Like, because it's not just going to last on its own. You have to like do the work to keep it up. I mean, you see how they're jumping here. It's like this energy is fresh, it's new, but in order to keep it alive, you have to really, you can't sit still. You got to keep going. But this already feels like a relationship kind of with somebody. So that's why I'm taking it as like the regular Four of Wands deck meaning, because this is like joy and happiness that needs to be sustained and needs effort to be sustained, basically. And honestly, that's like the opposite of this. Okay, so the next card out is the immediate future and illustrates what is likely to happen next. So I feel like things are going to be revealed to you. Maybe we have the moon here. So the moon is, you know, fears and anxieties and stuff like that. But also the moon is about, you know, intuition and really going into your subconscious so that that moonlight can shine on the shadows within your subconscious and really help you realize something. It feels like some of you are really intuitive and you probably already know what the illusions, I mean, especially with you being here as the Two of Swords with the thing over your face, it's almost like Just hearing like you already know what the illusions are. You're just really not wanting to face them, like the way she's looking at the false mask she was wearing. Just saying. Okay, the next card out is the Crown, representing the outcome you desire most in the situation. Yeah, it feels like you want to move on from this, Scorpio. We have the Chariot here, so this is the Cancer card, but this is reaching a really great, grand achievement, and this is also movement. Feels like you just want to move away from whatever this is. Like it's like hard for you, and you just are like, feels like you want to pursue something else now in your life. Okay, the next card out, yourself, and this is your self-image and how you see yourself in this situation. Wow, I knew you guys were intuitive. So Scorpio, High Priestess is here. You know, this is like hidden knowledge. Like, again, I'm hearing, you know what it is. Whatever this is that you can't see, you really can see it. You really know. And if you think you don't, go within, listen to your intuition, especially with the, so I'm getting something else with the Queen of Cups as the conflict. Maybe you guys aren't listening to your intuition and that's what you need to do. But regardless, if that's your situation or not, this is how you see yourself as the High Priestess. And this is like also perhaps for some of you, this is you keeping things to yourself because again, that's hidden knowledge, the High Priestess. And sometimes it's like the High Priestess does not divulge the knowledge until you're worthy of it and you've done like the internal work and whatever like that. So this could just be you. This could just be for some of you, but this could just be you as a High Priestess kind of not showing all of your cards, not revealing all of the information you have within you. Maybe that's why the moon is there for some of you, those illusions. Okay, so next card out, we have the environment, representing the influences of those around you, or it could just show how people see you in this situation. Someone is holding on to something. Is this you, Scorpio, or is this somebody holding on to you? We have the Four of Pentacles here. Someone's not wanting to let go. It feels like this is somebody around you. Maybe somebody that you were previously had a home with. Had a family, maybe. Yeah, this doesn't feel like you. This feels like somebody else. But for some of you Scorpios, this could just be you holding on to this, whatever this is that's challenging you. Because it's going to be different for everybody's situation. The next card out is the hopes and fears, and it indicates what you either hope for or fear in this situation. You got the Magician, Scorpio. You are magic. You can manifest whatever it is that you want for yourself as soon as you step into and realize your power. And I'm seeing that that's what you really want. That's why I feel like this is not your energy. It feels like this is somebody else that's like holding on to you really tight, doesn't want to let you go. Maybe that's what this decision is, and you're like in your emotions, and like that's why there's conflict here, because your emotions are like keeping you stuck, unable to go one way or the other. And that's why I heard with the Wheel of Fortune, like, don't get caught in another cycle. And maybe that's why the Nine of Fire is here for you. It's like, learn from your past and learn from what's being shown to you so your life can become easier for you, not continuing to go through like hard cycles. The outcome indicates what's likely to happen. We have the Ten of Pentacles for you, Scorpio. So this is long-term success, abundance, with a home, with family. Support. For some of you, maybe you'll be single for a little bit, but then somebody else will come in. But I really feel like lots of support will come in for you from other people around you, maybe other family members. Yeah. With this devil in the mix, I feel like you're caught between, you feel like you're caught between a rock and a hard place, but you're really not. You can really make this decision for yourself. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that flip. Oh. Just making sure nothing else flipped. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there's a need for you to step into your strength, Scorpio, and really come into clarity about something. We have the Ace of Swords here, and then the Strength card over the Queen of Cups being that conflict, like that emotion and stuff, what I was picking up on. It really feels like you guys need to step into your strength and come into clarity and truth about something, because again, the devil is in the mix here. And there's lots of conflict and confusion around this situation. But yeah, I really feel like stepping into your strength and like wielding this sword. Okay, so with the Ace of Swords, it'll cut two ways. It could cut really harsh, or it could cut, you know, in the way that it severs peacefully. And that's just the aspect of this that I'm getting, because this is also like breakthroughs and new ways of thinking and ideas. And it's almost like you got to be a little bit more logical and be strong and get out of your emotions so much. That's just kind of what it feels like. All right, guys, I'm just going to call it like I see it. We had the Three of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune fall in reverse. And the devil is here at the bottom again. And it feels like there's like a third party situation going on. Or maybe this is just you indulging too much in partying or like gossip. Feels like the third party. Yeah, that feels more like what it is. And then the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Again, don't get caught in another karmic cycle. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here, please? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Scorpio? Yeah. Okay, so... Oof. All right. So Scorpio, what we had come out for the Wheel of Fortune, which was the foundation, we have the Page of Swords and the Ten of Swords. So a difficult ending, but it's like you need to speak the truth. You need, almost like, okay, so the Page of Swords, you know, this is like new information coming in, or like taking information in a new way. Maybe even delivering a message that's a little hard to communicate with the Page of Swords. With the Ten of Swords, it's like, you know, there was a really difficult ending. Like, don't go back into that. Scorpio, please don't go back into that. If you need to say something that's a little difficult to cut this out, that whatever it is that's not good for you, you don't want to go through that all again. Like, that's hard enough as it is. The Ten of Swords energy, that's hard enough. It's like you've gone through all this stuff and then you finally hit the bottom and it's over. And then you can only go up from there. Don't go up and get back in another cycle and accept whatever this was. That was so hard, I guess. Yeah, so I was just clarifying the moon as the immediate future, and what I was feeling is like, maybe illusions being eliminated and like really looking at something that you didn't want to look at before. It's almost like you're kind of realizing that you maybe your wish fulfillment is somewhere else. We also have the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck here, like really cutting something away. Maybe it's just the fears like you need to cut away, but it's like this is the Queen of Pentacles and then the Nine of Cups. It just, you know what it feels like to me? It feels like, with her looking at that, finally looking at that mask, taking it off and looking at it, it's like, wow, like, again, don't get hung up on the gender of the cards, but it's like, I'm the queen of my life and I deserve my wish fulfillment. Like, I deserve everything that I want to have. Why am I still sitting in this fear? Like, it's almost like you're like, you know what? I'm done sitting in this fear. I'm going to cut that out because I realize that this is what's important to me, my stability, nurturing myself, and my wish fulfillment. Wow. All right. Sorry about that. We had 4 cards that fell. And so, okay. Somebody's holding on to you because they're realizing that maybe they've missed an opportunity and now they're freaking out about it. So we have the Nine of Swords, that anxiety and, and remember that these roles can be reversed. I forgot to say that. You or the person you're dealing with. Nine of Swords, so anxiety, fears, worry, and then 4 of Cups, missing an opportunity, boredom, kind of wallowing in your own, like, poor me almost, kind of sometimes. That's what I'm feeling from this card right now. I don't always feel that aspect. But maybe it was just you, like, feeling really bored in this connection and, like, really sick of the worry. So, like, you're, like, done with it. But it feels like that's where the other person is now. And you're, like, this is, on the other side, we had fall 6 of Pentacles and then the Ace of Cups. It feels like you're, and then we had the Six of Swords, at the bottom of the deck. So moving away from hard times. It feels like you're, like, done with this. Like, you're done with this energy and you want balance and you know that what you deserve. So you're only taking somebody who's going to give to you what you're giving out, because the Six of Pentacles sometimes is like, sometimes it's uneven. Sometimes it's like, because it's about reciprocity, sometimes it's like comes out when someone was over giving or giving too much and the other person was just taking and not giving anything back. So what I'm feeling is like somebody's holding on to you because they've realized they weren't giving to you and that you're what they want. But no, it's maybe for some of you that's what it is, but like with the way the cards fell and like what I'm feeling and hearing, it's like you now realize like what you deserve and you have so much more love for yourself that you're not going to put up with that stuff anymore. And this other person is over here like, now, like, crap, I missed an opportunity, and now they're like having anxiety over it. But it just feels like you're like, I'm just ready to move on from this. Yeah, it's like you... Oof. Queen of Cups is here again. Oh, no, excuse me. I'm sorry. This is the King of Cups. Yeah, I just feel like movement, like there's like a lot going on around you. You know, this is also like communication coming in, especially with the King of Cups here. It's like the King of Cups is somebody who's very loving and supportive, but doesn't really talk about their feelings or really divulge what's really going on within them. Yeah, so Six of Pentacles still at the bottom of the deck. What I was clarifying was the Ten of Pentacles, that outcome. You have the Queen of Fire here, the Queen of Wands. So now we've had all 4 queens show up. And the Six of Swords is at the bottom of the deck, so movement. You know, it really just feels like you're yearning for something new and you want to drop this old karmic cycle because you're stepping into your power. Like with the Queen of Wands there, very confident, passionate, and goes after what it is that she wants. And it's like, you're like, no, I'm after my stability now. I don't want that old karmic cycle. I'm done with that. Yeah. In general, so these are your messages for June 2021, Scorpio. In general, what I'm feeling really is like, don't get caught in another karmic cycle. You want more ease in your life. You know, don't be baited into this conflict any longer because it's holding you back. You know, and if you need to step up and be the magician of your life and communicate what you're feeling and do what you need to do and move forward, do what feels best. Don't repeat a karmic cycle. That's no bueno. Okay. I'm going to leave it there for you, Scorpio. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know down below if this resonated with you. If it did not, check your birth chart for other prominent signs and check out those readings as well. And I will see you next month when I start to do extendeds for you guys. Take care, Scorpio.